Welcome to Spinach and Hipflask Taste Stuff. I'm Spinach and I believe that food is fuel, and if it tastes good, well, that's a bonus.
And I'm Hipflask. I just love the taste of good food, and if it's good, I'm there.
Today we're going to be reviewing the Snowy River sausage roll, which is a sausage roll product for those not familiar with the sausage roll.
I love sausage roll.
You do love sausage rolls. It's
yeah.
It's sausage meat in a flaky pastry, and a very popular food here in Australia.
Okay, so we bought this in Coles, which is an Australian supermarket, and I think it cost approximately $2.
Yeah, $1.80, $2, somewhere around that mark.
So pretty cheap.
So having a look at the packaging, it's pretty straightforward. You've got the Snowy River. For those not familiar, is a Banjo Paterson poem, quite a famous Australian story about the man from Snowy River, which is all about.
Is that a movie?
That's right. Yeah, there was quite a famous movie made after as well.
Is that where you ride horses?
Yeah, there's lots of horses involved. So we're right up your alley there, Hipflask. What do we think of the packaging there?
Well, I really like it. I think it's really quaint. I like those purple hills at the back. It's very nostalgic.
Yeah, it looks a bit Christmassy to me, but apart from that, I think it looks pretty good.
I also like the fact that the bag looks like the sort of bags you use to pop it into the oven or the microwave.
Yep.
Yep. So, less wastage. Always good.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the nutritional information. So we pop this around here. We can see that there are 12.5 grams of fat.
What do you think of that?
It's pretty standard for a pastry product. I mean, I'm not too concerned about it, but obviously I generally tend to go for lower fat snacks, being spinach and all. Yeah, it's about about 250 calories. Mainly carbohydrates, a little bit of protein there as well.
Do you think that's lots of sodium in there?
Sodium is, as you would expect in a product like this, not super high, but again, you wouldn't want to be knocking down hundreds of these things.
Let's check out ingredients.
Yep, where are the ingredients? Here we go. No.
I think it's the other side.
All right, let's have. There we go.
So many words.
We can edit this out, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, so the biggest thing that stood out to me is the fact that water is the largest ingredient for this sausage roll.
Yep.
And meat is only 9%. So I'm assuming a lot of the tasty bits in here is not the taste of actual meat, but flavoring. But I'm excited, so we'll see how it tastes.
And mutton and or beef. That's a scary statement if I've ever heard it.
If you eat a sausage roll, you can't think about it that way. It's just meat.
All right, so preparation for these, you've got a choice of the microwave. So it goes in the microwave for 1 minute and 40 seconds, and it's heated in the bag.
I prefer it to be put into the oven.
I tend to find these things are pretty soggy if that's the case.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop this in the oven. So we're going to go away and preheat the oven at 180 degrees and pop it in there for 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you back here for tasting.
Alrighty.
Okay, we're back in the kitchen and we've just taken the Snowy River sausage roll out of the oven. It was in there for 20 minutes and looking forward to tasting.
Yep.
So now we're just going to open up this package here. It's quite hot, almost burning my fingers. Let's get it out there.
Oh man, may I just say, as you're opening that packet, it smells divine.
Yeah, it certainly does smell very nice. Smells like a traditional sausage roll. So what we might do now is, certainly, nice pastry smell. You could certainly.
There's a butter margarine sort of pastry smell combined with the smell of meat. Just brings back lots of family gatherings, sporting events where you're actually eating the sausage roll.
Okay. Let's now cut a piece off so we can have a look at what it looks like inside.
All right.
If we pop that up on the side there, you can see that meat looks looks interesting. A little on the grey side. It's kind of not always the best quality meat in sausage rolls, but a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I have to say, looking at the side profile, it's quite anemic for a sausage roll. So I thought it would be a chicken and pork if I was looking at it from here. But
yeah.
Did it say mutton and beef?
Yeah, it said beef and or mutton. I know which one I'm betting on if I
All right, let's approach this with an open mind.
Yes. open mind and an empty stomach. So what we're going to do now is going to cut this up into a couple of pieces, and then Hipflask and I are going to taste. We've got a couple of condiments which we're going to taste and review as well.
Because there's only one way of eating a sausage roll.
Yes, and if for those of you who haven't grown up in Australia, you can't have a sausage roll without tomato sauce or ketchup for our American viewers.
It's blasphemy.
So we have, first of all, we have some spicy tomato, which is a new product from Master Foods. So we might grab one of those and pop some spicy tomato sauce on a couple.
Yep. Yummy.
And then we have also another sauce, which is Heinz Homestyle, which is a Heinz product, and it's a chunky homestyle sauce. And what I might
So we'll
do
keep it to this one up here.
yeah, pop some sauce on those two.
I need more sauce on mine.
There we go. There's a lot of sauce there.
I think we should just use our fingers.
But what we should also do, I think, is before we go into those sauce versions, have a little bit of a taste of the one that we've cut up on its own.
All right.
So if you're ready, there's a piece for you.
Thank you so much.
I'll grab a little slice as well.
I'm just going to taste the pastry first, if that's
Okay.
all right with you.
Go for it.
It's really nice. Crisp. Not overly salty.
Okay.
All right, let's go for it. Smells like a sausage roll. I hope it tastes like a sausage roll.
My initial thoughts are that the pastry is really good, very traditional sausage roll type pastry, but I'm finding that that the meat's a little on the bland side. Probably could have done with a little more seasoning, but not too bad.
Yeah, what I found was the meat wasn't meaty, if you can describe it that way, but there's a really distinct salt factor when I'm eating it. So I think that's what the manufacturers were maybe hoping that people would do. Eat something salty, drink some beer.
Yeah.
And
All right, let's have a taste of the just the normal tomato sauce first.
All right, so we're tasting it with a Heinz Homestyle Chunky tomato sauce. Yummy. Still really hot.
I think it's fair to say that this product was made to be eaten with tomato sauce. It sort of brings out that meat flavour a little bit more when you've got some sauce on there. I suspect that this is the way this product was meant to be eaten.
I like a good sausage roll, but this just tastes like fat people's food.
Right. All right. Should we try the other tomato sauce? Oh, you're going to polish off the rest of that first one.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's taste the second sauce. So that sauce,
what's
by the
this
way,
sauce
was really good. This is the spicy tomato by Master Foods.
All right, and this is a new product. How do you put it in your mouth? It's so hot. There's a tang there for sure.
Yeah, I think that the spice is a nice touch. What I would say is that the base sauce is probably better in the Heinz version, but that kick of spice in the Master Foods version actually really helps and kind of brings out a bit of the flavour of the sausage roll as well. So I would say for me it's probably a draw. I think the Heinz is a better quality sauce, but I do like the addition of the spice in the Master Foods version.
Maybe I'm a bit more of a traditionalist compared to you. I actually really like it with the homestyle Heinz chunky tomato sauce. I like it because it just stays true to that sausage roll sort of pairing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of move to our tasting or our scoring. So in terms of the fake factor, what are you going to give this?
In terms of fake factor, because the meat itself didn't really taste like a real authentic sausage, I'm thinking I'll give it a fake factor of 5.
Okay, I tend to think that the fake factor on this one is quite low. I'm going to give it a 3. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a smoke alarm with the neighbours. It all adds to the texture of this presentation.
Maybe the cat burglar then.
So fake factor for me was quite low at 3.
3, not bad.
In terms of the product itself, what are you thinking, Hipflask?
In terms of the product itself, I'm thinking because of its general taste and because there's an element of nostalgia there, I'm going to give it a yay.
Yeah, for me, it's a similar proposition. I think it tasted good enough. I think if you wanted a sausage roll to have at a sporting event or to kind of bring back that nostalgia of having them when you're a kid at a party, I think it's a very good product. Nutritionally, not too bad,
Cost-wise, it's
and
not so
cost-wise,
bad.
quite low. And I think that you pop some sauce on, it's a pretty good product. So it gets a thumbs up from me. But as always, we'll go to our third judge.
We have to.
Okay, Thomas, it's your turn to try the sausage roll.
Lick it,
Lick it,
lick it.
lick it. No,
It's making him nervous, so I think that's a nay.
looks like a fail.
Nope.